Thomas Sankara, the upright man, in the heart of West Africa, in a land scarred by centuries of colonial greed, rose a young soldier in a red beret. He was not just another officer. He was a storm, a voice that spoke of dignity, of self-reliance, and the audacity to dream of a new Africa. His name was Thomas Sankara. Born in 1949 in the small town of Yako, in what was then called Upper Volta, Sankara was the son of a disciplined gendarme. Like other soldiers, he trained for battle. But unlike most, he carried not only a rifle, but books. He devoured the ideas of Marx and Lenin, and studied the struggles of Algeria, Vietnam, and other liberation movements. He began to see Africa's chains, not just chains of steel, but chains of debt, dependency, and stolen pride. By 1983, at only 33 years old, Sankara seized a moment in history. A popular coup swept him to power, and the first thing he did was bury the name Upper Volta, a colonial relic. From its ashes, he gave birth to a new nation, Burkina Faso, the land of upright people. It was more than a name. It was a promise and a challenge. Sankara refused the trappings of power. He sold the government's limousines. He cut his own salary to $450 a month. He cycled through the streets or drove a small Renault 5. To his people, he was not a distant ruler. He was one of them. Then, the revolution began. A nationwide literacy campaign reached the forgotten corners of the country. 2.5 million children were vaccinated in just weeks. Child mortality dropped almost by half. Roads and railways were built, not with foreign loans, but with the hands of the people themselves. He declared war on the encroaching desert, planting over 10 million trees. And his fight for freedom was not just for men. Sankara outlawed forced marriages. He encouraged girls to stay in school. He appointed women to lead in government and the military. To educate a man is to educate an individual, he said. To educate a woman is to educate a nation. Beyond Burkina Faso, Sankara's voice roared across the globe. In 1984, dressed in his military fatigues, he stood before the United Nations, a soldier among diplomats, and spoke for the oppressed everywhere. Debt, he thundered, is a cleverly managed reconquest of Africa. If we do not pay, they will not die. If we pay, we will die. But his defiance had a price. He made enemies abroad, and enemies much closer than he imagined. On October 15, 1987, Thomas Sankara walked into a meeting in Ouagadougou. Moments later, gunfire. The upright man was gone. He was just 37 years old, betrayed by his closest ally, Blaise Compaoré, in a coup shadowed by foreign interests. But his death did not kill his dream. Even now, his words echo in the chants of protesters from Burkina Faso to South Africa. His vision of an Africa that stands tall, free, and self-reliant still burns. Some called him Africa's Che Guevara. To his people, he was simply the upright man. He lived simply. He ruled with integrity. And he never bowed. Thomas Sankara's life was short, but his fire still lights the path for those who refuse to kneel and dare to stand upright. And that's another untold chapter from the heart of Africa. If this story moved you, taught you something new, or made you proud, don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, leave us a comment with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to Memoirs of Africa to uncover more powerful stories they never taught us. We drop new episodes every week, revealing the rich legacy, hidden heroes, and fierce resilience of African people on the continent and across the world. Because history isn't complete until every voice is heard. Subscribe now and be part of rewriting the narrative. This is Memoirs of Africa, the Untold Archives.